We are going to finish up our app by making a couple of little changes. And so we are going to start by creating the style that we want, modifying our style page. So let's go into www root CSS and site.css. So all I really want you to change, and you can change more if you want, but we're going to change the anchor, the color of the anchor, and you guys can change it to whatever you want. I chose dark green. We're going to change the hover color. I chose maroon. You guys, again, can choose whatever you want. For the heading 1, select a color and add a little text shadow. And then for the images, add a border radius. That'll give you some nice rounded borders, and add a box shadow. Okay, so those are the settings that I chose. Save your changes there. And you guys can, feel free to, choose whatever colors, however large you want the shadows to be. You can make whatever adjustments you want. And if you want to do more styling, that is fine. Then we're going to go to the layout page because we're going to adjust that. Since we do not have an about page, and we don't really need to create one, we are going to remove that from the links. So we're just going to have students and courses. And then at the bottom, there should be a link for, I believe it is the privacy link. You can go ahead and keep that there because we do have a privacy page. All right, I got my little privacy link back. So we are going to keep our privacy page. So you should have a link to it. And then if you would like to change to a darker nav bar, what you would need to do, and this is optional, you don't have to. If you like the light color, that's fine. But you need nav bar dash dark instead of light. The BG color, which is your background, has to be black. And then where it says in your nav commands, where it's got text dark, you need to change it to text white. Okay, and we're going to save all of those changes. That's really all you need to do in your layout. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of data annotations to our student model. So we're going to open up the student, and I've already done this, but basically you're just going to add display name equals, and we're going to create more user-friendly display names. So last space name, first space name, and enrollment space date are what we're using for those. Okay, and then once you have all of that, I'm going to save everything, run a build to make sure there's no errors. Okay, and hopefully it says succeeded. And then you can go ahead and run your app, because at this point you are done. Okay, and this is what it should look like, something like this. You've got your privacy link, which should work. You've got students, and it should be pulling in the spaces, which it is. Okay, and then you'll notice that that change that we made to the model is carried through to all of the views. Okay, so we don't have any of those horrible mashed words. Okay, and so students should look good, and courses should also look good. Okay, so at this point, this is done.